This is One Fat Boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for May 11th. Today there's two games. I'll be over the spreads and over-unders for each of them, and some parlay picks at the end. For Milwaukee at Boston, we went with Boston minus 5.5. I think the way that Boston defends and just how stagnant the Bucks offense is, as it really has to go all through Giannis. And if the Celtics have it close in the fourth quarter, I think just having more energy on their side will win them, because by the time the fourth quarter comes around, Giannis is gassed. So, in turn, I think Boston should be able to win. I think it's reasonable for them to cover a 5.5 spread, but I'll probably just lean towards Boston more, just winning in general. I'll lean towards an under 214.5, as Boston, they usually just hold the Bucks like in between like 96 and like 105 points, somewhere in there. And I expect it to not be like a blowout. But I think overall, this is a defensive game, so that's why I lean towards an under overall. For Golden State at Memphis, I lean towards Golden State minus 4, as I was surprised by how close Game 4 was. But I think Memphis, without Ja, they play better on defense, which was seen last game, especially through the first three quarters. Maybe not so much in the fourth, but for sure through the first three quarters. But I think this next game, I think the Warriors figure something out in the fourth quarter. I think they'll figure out a way to slow down the Grizzly offense. I think might see a bigger win, so that's why I'd lean towards the Warriors minus 4. I think the Warriors just have a lot of talent, and for Memphis to play like that well again and then have the win just slip through their hands again, that'd be kind of disappointing in their eyes. But of course, this is like possibly their last game of the season, so wouldn't be surprised if I see them playing they will be playing their heart out. But I think Warriors have that championship pedigree, so that's why I lean towards Golden State winning overall. I'd lean towards an under 218.5, because personally I think the Warriors will win by more than 4. I personally might take them by more than 10 points, just because those would be pretty good odds. And if they do that, I'd lean towards an under for that, as well, as I think the Grizzlies' offense is not going to be that great, and the Warriors just need to play how they've been playing. If they play like how they did in the fourth quarter, they're going to score a lot, and Memphis is probably not a scorer. Not even close to them. But overall, both teams play good defense, under 218.5. And then some best parlay picks that I saw, going through just like the over-unders for the minus 110 around that on FanDuel for these games. So for Boston and the Bucks, I think Giannis, like the offense goes through him. So seeing him not score at least 30 just seems weird. So that's why I'd lean towards an over 31.5 points for him. And they've been going inside a lot too. So Lopez over 11.5 points, because he's a big guy. Like he's going to get those little baby hooks in the lane and maybe 1-3. Tatum over 6.5 rebounds, because when Tatum has a good game, he also usually has a good rebounding game as well. It's like it gets them involved, which I think that helps them. Which I think Tatum should have a good game. So that's why I lean towards over 6.5 rebounds there. Then Horford for under 9.5 rebounds, as I think he's more focused on guarding like Giannis, and more in that sense. So more like trying to box out people so other people get the rebounds. So that's why I lean towards an under 9.5 rebounds for him. Then Holiday over 1.5 threes. He's one of the more reliable 3-point shooters on the Bucks. So that's why I'd lean towards him having over 2 threes that game. And then for the Warriors and the Grizzlies, so I'll be leaning towards Wiggins over 15.5 points. You can always put like a parlay together where it's like over 16.5 and then under 17.5 points, because he's very consistent scoring 17 points. So that's why I lean towards an under 15.5. Then Brooks, I got a string of Brooks picks here, as I think Brooks will be under 19.5 points. He'll chuck a lot of shots, and he won't make a lot. So that's why I lean towards under 19.5. But since he's going to be in the game a lot, as long as he doesn't get in foul trouble, I think he should be able to get over 4 rebounds. If you're playing over 40 minutes, you should be able to get a rebound 1 every 10 minutes. And then that same goes for assists, as the ball is in his hand hands a lot. He just has to make like one good pass and that person make the shot. So over 3.5 assists there. And then Thompson honestly hasn't been shooting the ball great. I think other people step up around him and hit threes. So that's why I'd lean towards Klay Thompson under 3.5 threes. Like I can see him making 2 or 3, but I think going past 4, I don't see it. Thank you for watching. As always, bet responsibly. Enjoy watching these games and good luck on your bets, and thank you for watching.